All right, welcome. Welcome. Looking good. Looking good. Ewok Templar. Diablo 4. How y'all doing? Hopefully all having a good day. We haven't changed much. We got Novissime today. Let's take a look. Math. 15 million. About 15 million away. To the halfway point, as they've been so kindly to remind me. Even though I don't think it's gonna take us that long. As you see, we've updated our strategery, and now we can really dole out some XP. In fact, I had time left over to let y'all know I've actually gotten the Necromancer to level 60 as well. That's pretty nice. Hold on. Sorry, I'm getting situated. Oh, why did I do that? Why did I do that? I moved the microphone in front of me, and then I moved it away. My bad. My bad, everyone. Hopefully y'all are having a good day. Let's get it started. Day 1, Novissime. I've changed one thing. I've added... what's it called? I've added Lightning Storm. Now, since we didn't put any Paragon points into lightning damage, its damage is limited. It's enough to wipe things out still here on Expert difficulty. But it's definitely not where his shred damage is. You know? On rare occasion, it might crit for 10,000. But compared to shred, yeah, it ain't doing nothing. It ain't doing nothing. As you know, I'm running Creeper, so he's doing his poison thing, which honestly, when it comes out to the holdout events, it helps out a lot. What I'm going to try to do, I think I got 14 keys on me. Yeah, 14. If I can just beat 11 dungeons in an hour, I'll be faster than Novissime's ever been before. Because that's usually where he tops out. So if I seem like I'm playing a little bit defensively, it's because I've been playing the Necromancer. And for a while, I've been playing the Necromancer on Expert difficulty. And man, does she... if one of these enemies, if one of these elites does that weird self-explosion thing, where they die and they leave that lava explosion behind, it just instant deletes her. So I've kind of used to playing... I've been playing a character a little bit more defensively. I've gotten used to it today. Got her to level 60 today. And now I'm like... I'm still hesitant to step into anywhere where there be like damage taking place. Like these little blood explosions. I kind of don't want to stand in them. Even though my Druid can tank them... can tank those pretty easily. But she just like dying, like one of those freaking, what's it called? I forgot what we called the knives. The Scorponok's tails, that's what they were. One of those knives that appear above you and then stab down. One of the new elite fixes. They almost kill her. They get her down to like 10% of her life. All of her health disappears. Makes her soft and squishy for the next attack. But you know what? It was a good time. What the hell is this? Oh. Forgot about this. You see, that my problem with Shred is, like, it's super powerful, it's super good. But you always end up leaving things alive because you miss them. It doesn't have the wide area advantage as other moves. It's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good because it pulls you towards the enemy. So it can help you to cover some distance real fast as well. But my problem is that you end up doing like this back and forth motion like this. And like if you're trying to rush the dungeon, you end up missing a lot of the enemies. So like, I took it upon me to collect Lightning Storm and bring the Thunder Powers down upon them, and that cleans them up. That is really good at cleaning them up. I also leaned more towards, when it came to upgrading at the blacksmith, I went towards Hurricane Duration. Like, one thing is going to Hurricane Size, the other two are going for Hurricane Duration, and I think that's really going to help us out. Because what I was going for was, what if Hurricane lasted long enough to where it was only a few seconds before you could use it again? Look at that. Look at that. It's comboing with the Nature's Fury aspect very well. Sorry, aspect. Key passive. There's too many different names for all the different power-ups. You have affixes, aspects, passives, modifiers, enhancements. And what's the other one? That's the blacksmith. Tempering. There's so many different things. All the different little upgrades, they all got their own little labels and names. For some reason, when I'm talking to myself, I always end up just calling them aspects. All of them are just different aspects. I know that's not proper. I know that's not right. But God bless it, there's just so many. There's too many options.
They've been feeding on me. My soul. Please.
Right, it's kind of awesome.
Take it back from them.
I mean, I told you guys yesterday my new strategy for the dungeons I do. Which, when it comes to like the amount of I can get done number-wise, it's not that big of an improvement. Like for most of my characters, they can do 11 dungeons in an hour. Sometimes, if they do it just right, they can do 12, you know? For Decima is still leading the pack by a lot, though. I think my record so far, I can do, with her, I can do 17 dungeons in an hour. But, I just got the Necromancer level 60, and what I'm thinking is, I know I wanted to do Darkness Bone, but I may make a separate Necromancer that does that one, because I might keep her as Darkness Boneman, get that Bone Army going, because I really like the Bonemen, especially once I discover an aspect that increases the number of Bonemen you can have. Like, having 7 Reapers with 6 Mages, it's pretty nice, it's pretty ridiculous. I put that extending aspect on the amulet, and now I can have 7 Reapers and 6 Mages, and it's pretty. It finally is balanced out, I think. Because at first they were dominating. They were dominating like crazy until I switched to expert difficulty. Then they started dying quite often. I had to respawn them, at least 2 or 3 of them, every single time I was in a fight, even if it was just with a few enemies. Hello? Demons? Thank you. Thank you. Please die. Thank you very much. MLG, Propius Pro. Sorry, I have a cough drop in my mouth, and it's my fault. I bought that Country Time Pink Lemonade mix, and I love it. I put a little bit of caffeine in it, mixed it in. Makes for a decent breakfast drink. But I forgot that, like, when you have like lemonade or citrus acid based drinks like that combined with the sugar, you get that weird phlegm in like the back of your throat. It makes everything sticky, so you end up drinking a bunch of water to like try to balance it out. Maybe I made it too thick, too much citrus acid. Didn't balance out the water. But you know what? I like to be able to taste it. Otherwise, it just feels like I'm having spicy water rather than having lemonade. And spicy water tastes watered down. It tastes like you got a big drink of lemonade, but it was filled with ice, and then you let the ice melt. And now you have like this half and half, half lemonade, half water, and it's too liquidy. You lose the flavor. Now, call me a weird guy, but sometimes, you know, a little bit of ice in a soda that loses half of its carbonation, I can still drink it, and it's pretty nice. I like it already. It's watered down a little bit, but I don't know. It doesn't bother me as much as when it's the lemonade. When it's the lemonade, it feels like it's almost equivalent as to you had a glass of lemonade, finished it, but then didn't clean the glass when you went to go grab some water in it. And now you have like this dirty water with a tiny hint of lemonade in it. That's what it feels like to me. And it feels like, oh, what am I doing? What am I doing in my life? To where I can't have a clean glass. And I know it's not that, so like it's the other aspect. It's the other idea. Like, am I really so broken that I can't even have proper lemonade now? I have to have these weird, this jury-rigged, this ghettoed hillbillied lemonade to make it last longer. Have I sunken so low that now my sugar and citric acid needs must be rationed? Does anyone else feel like this? And then it makes me think too hard. It makes me think too much. And then I start thinking about the plight of the Jedi's Order's economy on the people of the Republic. It's a conundrum. Oh, I should be focused. I gotta stay in werewolf form. I got like 4% extra movement speed. I get my max movement speed when I'm in werewolf form. When I'm not in werewolf form, I'm at 197. 197%. And I'm gonna need that 200%. I'm gonna need to be able to... I need a boogie. I need a boogie through this dungeon. Let the sin begin. One thing I noticed is, like, I swear certain people get more XP, because I'll clear like 11 dungeons with my rogue, and I'll get all the world events done too. Little events. And then somehow it'll still only be like 31 million XP. But then I'll do it with Madara or Alicia, and I'll get 32 million. And I know it's not like a lot. It's not a big difference, but that's 1 million XP. And I want to know where it went. What's the deal? Is there a deal? Is there a deal that I don't know about? Someone know? Oh, this is what I'm talking about. See, like, if you're using Shred, yeah, it does a lot of damage, but then you're teleporting everywhere, you're going left, you're going right, and you can't really see the entire battlefield, especially when it's in this tiny area. You're just sort of slamming around. Or I could just stand in the middle and just give them a zap as soon as they spawn. I think it was like 2 or 3 streams ago, I talked about how the Shred werewolf is awesome, but the way he's set up, like, as long as he keeps on killing, he has all of this leftover spirit that's just sitting there doing nothing. I'm like, if I could just use the spirit for something that's actually useful, and I figured, then I found out Lightning Storm. I was like, what if I just introduced a little bit of lightning? And as you can see, it combines with Nature's Fury perfectly, because now I get the free Stone Burst things. Are they Stone Burst? I forgot what they're called. Oops, Tank Contemporary. Not Landslide. Yeah, it is Stone Burst. I was right.
You deserve this. Never seen anyone fight.
I actually really like Stone Burst. It's pretty awesome. You can charge it up as an area of effect. Blast the enemy down to pieces. Super useful. Nice AoE damage. Not to mention now that you have the nature's aspect combined with the legendary aspect, where your werewolf skills are just count as lightning skills, and they're making your earth skills come out for free. Just a good combo. Wobbles! Fine, you know what? We'll skip it. As you can see, I gave him the stone block as a totem. It looks like... I don't know why, but I like that's just the big... just a stone block with some moss on it. Some limestone with some moss on it. That's what he grabbed that. He looks like he broke it off of a ruin. He was like, I can just slap people with this around. It's no big deal. I got this rock. This ancient rock. I like it. Because it definitely fits into the whole rebuilding the Wolfpack theme Novissime had going on. Because it looks just like the stonework from like Halo 2 when you go to Delta Halo. And you got all that like Forerunner limestone work with overgrown vines and moss on it. And I was like, oh, look at this. Look, he remembered. He was on Delta Halo and he had to remember it. Get his little membies all in order. So he's you know, I'm gonna take a souvenir. I'm gonna break a piece off for myself. Maybe I'll smell it. Maybe I'll lick it every now and then. Bring my Druid senses back. Bring my nature boy science back to me. See what I mean? Look how many dudes are still alive. And all I did was... And I killed like 80% of them. Slamming through them. Hurricane of fist. Hurricane of claws. Making alphabetic spaghetti out of all of them. But there's still like one or two just hanging out. What was that? Anyone just noticed that the wind sort of just farted into the room and 20 of our dudes exploded? I guess we better go follow it. And that's what really bothers me. That's why I really figured, like, one of the things I figured with Novissime, the reason I wasn't getting the same amount of XP, well, the reason I was like always seem to do the same amount of dungeons, but always get a little bit less XP. I was like, I'm leaving dudes alive. I'm flying through the dungeons so fast. I'm just slap hammering all the demons and the bone men. I'm bringing them down to my level, but at the same time, I'm leaving like a handful of them alive in the corners, just like, what was that? I always noticed a bunch of explosions ran through the room for a second. Dave's on the wall now, sort of embedded over there, sort of part of the decor now. I don't remember Dave being part of the wall decorations. Do you guys remember that? And I was like, what's the deal? I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get some... I'll get that thunderstorm. We'll get that lightning storm rolling. We'll clean up. We'll clean up. There's no way they'll still be alive. We have a shotgun made of atmospheric discharge. Hits him in the face. Okay? Not to mention it makes this easy. Look at this. I don't even have to bounce around like a freak job. I can just cook them. I can just stir the crock pot. Look at this. I'm like a Skrin turret. For anyone who's a Command & Conquer fan out there. I'm a Skrin anti-air gun aimed at infantry. Just gonna stir this up. Keep the grandma's recipe accurate. This is a very special recipe. I know I talked about how most demons look like they taste like ham, but I think these little ones with the scorpion tails, they look like they taste like shrimp. Is that weird? You ever look at something and like be able to think to yourself, like, this would be an accurate description of their flavor? Is that just like my inner fat girl escaping for a second? Is that, or does anyone else think that way? Is that just me being crazy? I'm thinking about summoning the flames from hell themselves, and I'm like, what if we eat hell instead? What if we take a bite out of hell? The same way we take a bite out of crime, what if we just give him a good, yes, thank you, ma'am. May I have another? What devil music is this? Get off of me. Sorry, it was a commercial. And the guy was like, oh yeah. Ooh la la, ooh la la la. And there was like this like soothing beat in the background, the drums. Just like, I'm like, this is not up my alley. This isn't my wheelhouse at all. You know what I remembered the other day? I mean, I have them there, but it's been a long time since I listened to them. And all of a sudden they showed up again, and I was like, oh my god, this would be perfect to grind to. And that was Machine Head. I was like listening to Locust, and I was like, oh man, this is a perfect song for my Necromancer. She's all about the famines, the disease, the spreading of the nuisance, of the plagues, the curses. Oh my god. The juicy fruit, the Teletubbies, the Papa Johns. She's all about it. Even now, I feel like I'm leaving things alive. Even now, with all this firepower at my fingertips, this fully operational battle station. Ooh, glyph. Fang and Claw. Sorry, I don't know why that made me really excited and loud. I apologize. I wonder how that'll fit into the Paragon board. That sounds like it might go good with Werewolf. Which I equipped Werewolf onto the Paragon board. I forgot what it does, but it does something good for the Werewolf guys. So it's working out all right. Something about shapeshifting into a werewolf. You get bonuses. I know that. I mean, that's obvious. It's a glyph literally called werewolf, and I'm a druid. Like, it makes sense. What are we doing here? Is this dungeon complete? It is. I'm just cleaning up now. I'm going back. I need to clean up. I need to get this show on the road. It's already been like 15 minutes and we've only done like 3 dungeons. I'm getting distracted again. I need to amp up. Amp up. Look at that. See? It works just fine for a narrow corridor where the numbers amount for nothing. But when you're out in the open, trying to get a good shred going, especially once you combine it with the Nature's Fury aspect and you just start popping off earth explosions for free. And then it becomes easy. Easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl. Yeah, you know. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Because you're worth it. But when you get into a bigger area, there's a bunch of enemies all over the place. All of a sudden you start zigzagging around the map. Looking like a Soul Reaver trying to practice their shadow step, but you have no idea where you're going. All over the dang place. I feel like Sergeant Foley's gonna come out and talk to me. I'm like, when you use shred, you should be aiming down your sights. You see that? He's shredding all over the damn place. And he wouldn't be wrong. I mean, look at this. You saw how I just randomly jumped down that hallway for no reason because there was enemies over there? And I should be cleaning these guys up? This is why I got the storm. That's why I got the Thunder Cuckoo Falcon Palace right here. Touch and squeezy, yes and pleasy, yes we can. We're not Sam I Am. We're not going home empty-handed. All those other simple jacks are whack. We are Max who put on the attack. And that's what I'm trying to emphasize. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I did that. Sorry. I'm just trying to emphasize that the lightning strikes is the way to go when it comes to cleaning up. Okay? Just trying to clarify a few things. Oh. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This is beautiful. It's awesome. But at the same time, you start to, like, lose control. You're all over the screen. You don't know what's going on. You're missing all these bone guys when you could be wiping them all out, getting more XP. That's what we're all about right now. Right now, we can worry about min-maxing later when we get to the torrent difficulties. Right now, what the focus is movement speed and kill it. The faster we can move, and the faster we can kill them, the more XP we get. Simple. Simple. Faster you can move, faster you can move on to the next battle, faster you can kill the bone men. We don't need to be too worried about max damage right now. We don't need to be worried about mid-maxing everything right now. What we need is to just take the minigun to the zombie hordes and start cutting them in half. We don't need to be worried about what type of ammunition we're using. We don't need to be worried about boss zombies that are way later on that have weird zombie modifiers. Whether or not they're weak to fire bullets or whatnot. These are all analogies, by the way. There are zombies in this game, but the closest you get to a minigun is playing a rogue. Although Lightning Storm is a little bit reminiscent with the chopper gun. Same thing when you're playing as the Necromancer. What I was doing with the Necromancer, doing Decompose and Corpse Explosion, I turned up the volume one time to hear her talk, to hear what the Necromancer's voice sounded like for some of the strongholds. And if you're just using Decompose Explosion and Corpse Explosion over and over again, it sounds like a battlefield. It's reminiscent. Reminds me of the automatic grenade launcher on Fallout 4, that mod. Just boom, 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 boom. Creatures getting slammer-jammered into walls and flying into the sky to disappear, ragdolling all over. It's beautiful, really. Oh, no! It's okay. He's got that fur. He's got that velvety smooth fur protecting him from the cold. How do I know it's velvety smooth? Because it's Novissime. Right, look at it. You can smell him through the screen. You can tell, he smells like a midsummer rain, dude. He knows the best cuts of meats. This guy can dress and quarter a demon in a matter of minutes, man. Not to mention with the lightning. You can basically charbroil them instantly too if you want him to. And then with the earth spells, now he's also tenderizing. I can't tell if I'm casting Druid spells or if I'm just hungry. It's a good playlist. Ooh, outmatch. Oh, I grabbed the wrong thing. Oh, what's this knife doing? Oh, I gave up. It gave up. Doesn't matter. It left. Saw that? It left on its own volition once it realized it was glitched into the Matrix. You saw that Scorponok's tail trying to stab me and it couldn't. It just kept on teleporting back and forth like a raving lunatic. He died. Let's never speak of it again. The Blood Bishop was a fool and a coward. That's why he relied on his blood. Whoever relies solely on their blood magics is either a fool or a coward. Whoever cannot take care of themselves without their blood magic is both. Okay, there we go, there we go. See that? Works fine. Works every time, all the time. 90% of the time, it's half the time working. They're setting traps for me now.
You're a saint.
That's right. Get him, creeper.
You're a saint.
What is the poison creeper? Because the wolves and and ravens. I was about to call them raisins. That'd be a good nickname for my raven. This is Raisin. He likes raisins, obviously. He's a bit of an old crow. He's been known to enjoy a crab apple every now and then. His favorite character in Lord of the Rings is the Crab Eye. Never mind that. Never mind that. How are you? How are you? What is this? Sorry, my music had to think.
You're there.
Adventurers in need of help.
They're here. Get ready.
You know, I'm something of a helping
The only way
wolf
out of
myself.
This is to fight.
This is oddly relaxing.
We're going to make it.
Never had lamb before. Is it gamey? I've had venison.
Take this, my friend. It's not much, but I hope it helps.
Alright, see you guys later. Good luck with that getting lost in caverns full of goatmen thing you guys got going on. Sounds like a mistake to me. I don't know. I feel like it happens once. Shame on the goatman. If it happens more than once, I mean, why do you continue to go there, man? Gotta go on those crazy goatman adventures. Alright. Come on, come on. We'll do this. Cook up the dopes. There's this weird thing that happens when you fear the werewolf and you get caught in a corner. You start to shoot all these shadow clones at the enemy. I'll open it. I'll open it. I'm not gonna grab it, but I'll open it. I'll play along. I think that, yeah, that was pretty good. He died. He was too goat, but not enough man. Who are these guys? Moto Grader? Kinda remind me of Slipknot. Oh, we're about to level. It is right there. We're on the cuspice. We're about to break the chains of humanity right here. Just like God forbid wanted us to do all those years ago. Yeah. You know what really helps? Is the red marks on the map. I wish you could have those all the time. Just know where all the fools are. Just universal slam jams across the map. I think I really like the werewolf druid is that he seems so anxious in his speed and veracity. It's like he loves slaying demons so much, killing them is never fast enough for them. They're the kind of guy where if you were to interview them, be like, you know what, I would have liked to have killed all the demons already. I would have liked to have killed all the demons, in fact, yesterday. In fact, right now is too late. Right now, I have a deficit of demon kills that have not been fulfilled. I am operating in a debt to myself for demon slayed, and it is upsetting me to no end. I am getting angrier by the second of us just standing here not slaying demons. Right? Starts flexing his wolf and bear fur, start exploding off his massive hairy chesticles. Exposing his heaving hairy bosom, full of anger and respect. Some people think that's the best type of bosom. I don't know them, but I know they're out there thinking it. Blessed? I don't know why. I don't know why. It gets a little bit. It gets to me just a little bit when they spawn behind me after someplace I've already walked past. Now I have to backtrack just for a split second just to kill them. And I could just relax and kill them. Instead, I'm like, "Ugh. Where were you guys the first time I came through this hallway?" They're trying to set up ambushes for me for places I've already been. And that annoys me for some reason. Who do they think they are? Running around with their jar of hearts, leaving scars. Oh yeah, this is a good one. Blind burrows. This is a good XP area right here. A lot of little spiders. Stop. Stop it. Stop being tiny and everywhere. Can you do that? Huh? Could you do that for me? Can you do me a favor? Does it have to be everywhere? Does it have to be an arachnophobiac's nightmare in this building? See, that's how that works. Instead of having to bounce around the room like a freak job, I bounce into the room, atmospheric bombardment them, and I go about my day. I go about my day.
The only way out of this
The trick is to wait for them to exist before you atmospheric pressure them, because then you just start burning spirit really fast for some reason. One of the things I have set up makes it to where I'm getting spirit back for killing them. But if I'm just standing there, just lightning bolting nothing, then my spirit drains really fast. Man, look at this. You just, as the Druid, you have the option to just become the entire Waffle House. No one else needs to be there. You are a one-man Waffle House. You are fighting yourself for the coupons, for the discount. You're walking into Denny's, punching children in the face, saying my grand slam was supposed to come with hash browns. Oh, Mudvayne. Would I rose by any other name? Blast music sweeter. Hello! Spiders, huh? Well, see you later. Get off. Something about the tiny ones always being behind you after you swore you killed them all really gets to me. Where were they hiding during all the explosions I just caused? More likely inside of another larger spider, as they do. Okay, I thought I saw one. I was like, come out and face me, tiny spider. Boy, you can really practice your jutsu in this place. The tiny spiders were protecting a much larger, fouler spider. For creativity, the spiders, they get 0 points, but for tenacity, I'm gonna have to give them a perfect 10. They are hellaciously tenacious. Aha! You didn't think I could cross the gap, didn't you? Oh, it's an event. I was like, wait a minute. Did those dying baby spiders just turn into weremen? And wargs? Anyway, why do the wolves and why do the werewolves and the wargs work together? Is it really just because they're both canine? Or do the werewolves, when they're in human form, just raise the wolves? I don't know. It's just a lot of W's just being together. The only way they could go further and make it even crazier is if when they're in human form, they all have like W names. Will, William, Willow, Wendell, Winston, Winters. Then I'd be like, see, now this isn't just a stupid amount of W's. Someone took the phrase W's in the chat a little too far, methinks. Oh, there it is. Well, at least we know we made it 16 million and we missed the 30-minute mark already because we're dumb. Oh my god. Egg on my face. Oh, I'm taking my juices at the wrong time. Yeah, it is what it is. I could have been gaining more XP. If I'd been on the ball instead of focusing on my window Winston dilemma that I walked into on my own. No one guided me there. I forgot Korn did a bunch of dubstep songs on that dubstep album of theirs. A couple of songs I actually liked. Reminded me of when I was an old school computer trying to connect to DSL internet. Ow. Or would be more accurate to say broadband. No, I think it would be more techno-y sounding. Dubstep's too grungy. It's too grungy. It's too Solomon Grundy. You know, I never watched Johnny Mnemonic like all the way through. I think I've put it on like 3 times in my life, and I've always somehow managed to get into a situation where I had to get up and go do something else while it was playing. I don't even know how it starts. I can't remember it, not for the life of me. I was just thinking about techno and techno things, techno union army, dubstep, internet dial-up, the sounds they used to make. And I remembered Rap God with Eminem, and he has this reference to Johnny Mnemonic when he's in the television screen. And he's got that haircut and he's bouncing around. And I was like, what happened in Johnny Mnemonic? Does anyone remember? Keanu Reeves was like, I am Internet Man. That's all I... that's probably completely wrong. That's all I can remember it. For all I know, I'm 100% accurate. I have no idea. Damn it, Korn. Getting all these ideas in my head. Most of them Keanu movies related. I'm just gonna drop it right now. I'm just gonna drop it. I don't need these pants. You know what's funny is that phrase is probably not uncommon for most druids. Think about it. You think I need these pants? As they rip them off and turn into a beast. You're right up their alley. All the time, every day. Every day they could be wearing just a pair of stripper pants. Like Will Arnett's character in Arrested Development. Remember how he was just always, not always, at least one episode, he just ripped it off several times. Just like, yeah, sometimes you just have to own a bunch of stripper pants and be ready for anything. That sounds like random advice you wouldn't expect to get. Oh, why does my lightning look more purple in this facility? Everywhere else it looks blue. Here, because it's smoky, it's purplish. What the hell is this? Is this non-point? It is. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Roger God effects. I don't care. I have a good feeling about this. I have a good feeling. I feel like today's the day we'll get some Druid legendaries that are actually useful. I'm not saying the other ones aren't useful. I just want ones that are more useful. See? Gotta go back. Gotta go back and slap him again. Too bad there's no increased shred size. That'd be the one to get then, for your shred build. Slap an entire room with your claw, just stretches across the entire thing. That's what I need. Too much backtracking. He kind of trolled off there for a second. Hey, this is working out all right. I'm definitely not using it to its full potential, though. I'm still off base a little bit. I should be speeding this up. Instead, I seem to be slowing down somehow. To be fair, I could not be going for the Roderick Strong Cube things, whatever they're called. Oh! Intrepid adventurers.
Get ready!
The only way out of
Having a
this is to
party,
fight.
having a little lie down with some dead bodies, I see, huh? That's cool. You know, I'm something of an adventurous weirdo myself.
We're going to make it.
You know what? Say what you want about the cannibals. They figured out how to hide in tile. That doesn't make sense, but here we are.
You deserve this. Never seen
You see
anyone
an
fight like
ancient
you.
tiled floor, they see a place where you can live. That's a different kind of skill. That's some Wile E. Coyote science right there. You see a tiled floor, they see a hiding place. No explanation. And not just a few cannibals, not like one or two. I'm sure we can. An entire platoon. There's an army down there. Just trying to eat some adventurers just underneath this tiled floor, you know. You know how they be doing. What was that? Sorry, excuse me. Pardon me. What was the name of that two-girl Russian band? Was it Toda? Where they made out with each other on stage? All the things you said running through my head. I forgot their name. And there was just a commercial for them. I'm like, why is there a commercial for them? They've been out for a while now.
We got separated.
We've known about. I knew about them when I was in high school. It's like has to been at least a couple of decades.
On my own.
I don't remember their name, but I want to call them Toucan Sam for some reason. Maybe it was an ad for ticket sales or something, because it's like, just to hear that song just for a split second, I thought for a second that I ran into it on my playlist, but then it ended abruptly, and I looked down, and it was a commercial of some kind. I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell's, what's going on? What's going on with that? Explain. I know Jatal showed up to like hunt me down and died instantly.
Thank you, Wanderer. Without you, I'd be dead.
Oh! Sorry. I was pushing a different button altogether. No, let me in here, let me in here. Time to cook the pocket bird. Let's do this. Come on now. Too many secret little ambushes. Is there ever going to be a time where one of the demons... They gotta put flavor into the game again. They gotta get... Whoever was in charge of writing the diary entries in Diablo 3 when the demons were dying on Mount Arya. Gotta get that guy back in here. That's the guy who needs to be writing stuff. It slaughters us like we're children. Help us.
Tell me to hurry!
That fat asthmatan. It's just sitting on top of the mountain, making the Nephilim more angry. And he's killing us faster. He's not helping. Someone help. Help us. We're just demons. Forgot why I brought that up. I started to trail off and laugh at it. Something about the journal entries. Ah, Uldor's. He died. And they gave him an entire cave for it, so... Say what you want about dying. Eldor made the best of it. Some people die, they don't even get like a shoe named after them. This guy got an entire cave. Although to be fair, here in the US, sometimes all it takes is dying in a cave to get the cave named after you, so. Still though, you get remembered. All it takes is a little death. That's all it takes.
No!
I don't know why I'm opening those. We should be focusing on killing. I'm like, ooh, shiny gems. You know what it is? I'm worried about missing a glyph, because I'm not sure if I have all the glyphs yet. I think I'm close now for the Druid. Oh my god. Like 7 dudes in the closet right there. You guys remember the band Saliva? Now that guy could sing, but man, was his forehead powerful.
I beg you!
Alright, that plan solved itself. I totally meant to do that on purpose. I'll grab the gems. At this point, why not? I got my level up. I'm definitely not beating my XP record like I wanted, because once again, I just got distracted, started trailing off. I'm on dungeon 11 now. Nowhere near getting to dungeon 14. We're already about to run out of time. What is this? If I can do this one real fast.
Wouldn't have made
If I can expert level this one. Maybe we can get to number 12. Please.
Bless you.
bless you.
Alright. I got this. Just gotta focus.
Brought in three
Become the butthead.
closer.
There you go.
Favor. Hate
Thank you,
me,
Disturbed.
but they don't understand.
Bring me back to
I want
reality.
to protect my home.
Okay, focus. Focus on yourself.
You saved my life.
If I just imagine that I am Ariana Grande, singing Focus to myself in a mirror, then it'll be easy. It'll be so easy. I'll be focusing on my focus, focusing on my focus. I might as well be driving a Ford Focus at that point. Oh god. See what I mean? Shred sometimes does what it wants, man. It's a good thing though, see that? I made sure. I focused on my focus and I got them all. I got them all. Ha! Katsuro! Naruto! I'll stop. I'll try to stop. I know that can get annoying. But every now and then, it builds up in me. I need to get it out of my system. If I don't get it out of my system, I could explode and die. And that, I'm not gonna lie, as interesting as it would be, it would hinder my progress in leveling up. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to put dying on a hiatus for now. No, you don't. Oh, bless the touch and squeeze, boy. Put some distance in between us. Alright, on the plus side, it's probably gonna be over. But we got to 11 and a half. I can count that as 11 and a half. If I had focused more, we could have easily done 13 or 14, but I was off on something else, man. It's early. I've been getting good sleep, but I've also been getting weird caffeination. My caffeination has been up, but also sporadic. But I don't know if sleep's good. It is good, I wake up and I'm fine. But at the same time, for the past 2 days, I don't think I've been dreaming. It's been like the kind of thing where I close my eyes and I think about things. I'm like, you know, what is a taquito? It's just a circular taco that someone decided to fry, like a. And for that matter, are Crispitos real, or are they just giant taquitos that some American dude made up to give school children? And then I open my eyes and it's 4 in the morning. You know what I mean? Like,
They're here! Get ready!
that's what sleeping's been like for the past 2 or 3 days, to where I just lay down and go, what if God was one of us? And then I open my eyes and I'm like, oh God, it's been 6 hours.
I think we have a chance!
Oh yeah, you have a chance. Hi, Novissime. The big bad wolf. I'm now on your side. I've turned the tables. The turntables have turned in a way that no one could have predicted. Normally turntables spin. I managed to turn the turntables 180
Never seen
degrees.
anyone fight like you.
Now the audience is playing the music, and the DJ is just sitting there, listening along. This is the part where the adventurers just look at me and go, what? And I go, Novissime, remember the name, and I just leap out of the room as a wolf. I leap out. I leave them confused and helped. Kind of like real life. Back when I had a job, I was saying. You just leave the customers confused but helped. Did I? Oh, the box is over there. I thought this was the door, and the box was over there. I had them confused with each other. I had them script flipped on each other. There we go. Let's get this Resident Evil puzzle out of the way. Take the cube of Osiris to the Zeus room. Put it on the pedestal. Then whisper all the Michael Jackson songs that Leon listened to on his way over here. Now make the bookcase go down and give you access to the catacombs. Leave me alone, Biohazard. Leave me alone. Damn. We almost had it. This actually wasn't a long dungeon. This is actually a short dungeon. There might be one world event in here. I didn't see that guy. Get him. Get him, don't mercy. He knows too much. There it is, there he is. Touch boy. The magic dragon who touches you. He's a dangerous guy. Who the hell is this? Oh, it's Flaw. I was like, this sounds familiar. It's Flaw. It's been a while. You know what? Come over here, Ghost Boy. I'm clearing this place out. I'm gonna try to get this within timing. If I had just been clear and more direct earlier on, probably could have gone to 12. Probably could have done 13 or 14 of them. When I start talking, I talk a lot less when I'm grinding by myself. Maybe I'll come back today and try to beat that Novissime record. Get him up there with those numbers. I just feel like he has the speed. He has the power. I feel like I can beat my rogue numbers at least with him. Maybe. If I do it just right. But so far, even my flurry rogue, like, she can do it. You can get up to 12, sometimes even 13. Yeah, more like 12 and a half, really. We don't need the gold. Earlier today, at some point when I wasn't paying attention, we reached 14 billion. 14 billion gold. So we're probably absolutely gonna reach 20 billion before we make it to level 300. But you know what? We're where people didn't think we could be. We're 16 levels away now. That I can't pick up that staff for some reason. What staff is this? Greater Staff of the Crone. I don't think I've actually found this one before. Claw is now a Storm skill and cast Storm Strike. Claw and Storm Strike deal 116 creeps. That's actually kind of cool. Huh. Maybe we'll try that out next time. I never found this staff before. We actually found something different. That's exciting. Alright, let's calls it right here. I do not see the little blue line. We're in a very dangerous area now. Yeah, we didn't do that great. We were too distracted. We made it to... We did 12 dungeons, and we got about... 22 million. Ooh, I haven't done that bad in a long time. Even off camera when I'm going with the other guys, like the rogue and the other two sorcerers do at least 31 million. I haven't had underneath 30 million in a long time. But I still feel like even with this new build, me distracting myself and also not playing to my fullest, I could have sworn I did full clears. But I'm willing to bet there are some enemies out there I missed once again. He just bounces around a lot. He's fast. If you just wanted to beat the dungeon real fast without killing everything, he'd definitely be the best at it. But if you wanted to wipe a dungeon, that's why I tried to do this build. You got that cleanup with the lightning storm. And it works very well, as you can see. Especially with the holdout event, to where you don't have to bounce around the screen like crazy. You can just stand there. Wipe them. You know, before we leave... Before we go, let's actually go visit the Necromancer. We just got her to level 60 today, but I just want to look around and think about things for a second. Just for a second, though. I changed her look. With that other haircut, she could have been anyone. But with this haircut, she's got that ooh nah nah what's my name type of look to her. And I like it for some reason. I was having troubles. I was struggling with things. I was dying a lot. I was exploding. You know what? We did all... Here's my recommendation for anyone who wants to reach level 60 real fast. Now, if you get to level 40, for the most part, if you know what you're doing, you probably switch the difficulty then to expert. If you're better than me or smarter than me, maybe you switch to expert way early on. Maybe you start expert on level 1. I don't know. Your style, whatever. But that being said, by level 50, that's when I just decide to start wiping out all of the strongholds. As you see, we have one left up here. Let's go ahead and take care of it. And I noticed, like, as you're doing strongholds, then you're like, you'll slowly start to, once you do a stronghold as you're level 50, you'll start to gain like a level each stronghold from the amount of XP you get from them. We got the amulet, like, look at this. I like this. See, it normally does a maximum number of 2, but then you put in your amulet, it becomes 3, and you get a silly amount. You get a silly amount. You get 7 of those if you're using the regular skeleton warrior. They'll probably be up to 8. Hold on. Hold on, we need to kill more. Right now we are still focused on shadow damage. Or darkness damage, I should say. Apparently darkness is different than shadow. I'm very confused by that. Because there's no darkness resistance in your thing. Did they give the necromancer darkness damage because it wasn't shadow, or is it is shadow damage, but they just call it darkness damage? Because it's kind of confusing. Because when you do when you do the tempering thing on the blacksmith, you have the option to increase your shadow damage or your darkness damage as a necromancer. And I chose darkness because that's what the skills say. And it's like the same percentage too. It's like anywhere from 25 to 35%. It's like the same. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm confused. I guess shadow is different than darkness, and darkness is different than shadow. But listen to this. It just sounds like it starts to sound like a battle with gunfire in the distance. And because of all the slashing damage, I guess it could be like a pirate ship or something.
But why is its beacon unlit?
I don't know why either. Let me in. We haven't done our Paragon board at all. I've put in points for our first board, the basic board. The base board, as it's called. But yeah, I'm gonna figure that out later today. Might keep her the way she is, to where it's like a combination of darkness explosion and flesh explosions. You get all these flesh bodies on the ground. And like I said, like, Necromancer turned out to be actually easy and fun. To the point now, there's this other build I'm curious, and I kind of want to make a separate character just for it, and that's, of course, the Darkness Bone. There's an aspect that turns all your bone damage into darkness damage, or shadow damage. I forget which one it is. It does one of them. So I was like, oh, that's cool. And I'm wondering if it changes the colors of the bones. It's like, do you get like black bones then? That'd be kind of cool and interesting looking. Kind of eldritch looking, right? I actually found this legendary scythe too. It's pretty awesome. Bloodless Scream. Plus 4 to your darkness skills. Your darkness skills chill enemies up to 100% and deal 115% increased damage to frozen enemies. It's pretty brutal. I found it at level 59, so now I have to like hunt the wasteland to find a level 60 version. Oh, we're supposed to find the wrench. That's right. I forgot about this. I like doing this one last because this is my favorite one. It's like you're at a stormy coastline and you're fighting these drowned, and there's this big thunderstorm. It's pretty epic. Like, of all the strongholds I did, this was my favorite. I was hoping when you did a dungeon reset, it actually reset these too, so you could do them again, but no luck. If there is a way to reset strongholds, I think that'd be pretty cool. Just to do them again for fun. This one reminded me a lot of, like, I think it was the animated version of Castlevania when that one priest guy like wanders into that town that's taken over by like that evil wizard. He sort of like mind slaves all the villagers in that town, and that dark priest guy just sort of like starts slaying them, but also like using his necromancer powers to like change them into his servants. So it's like it becomes an army versus army. That's what this this stronghold reminded me of. There's something about the rain. You're going up this keep Kind of reminds me of Ong Bang when he's going with that long staircase scene when he's going up the stairs, just kneeing and kicking everyone inside that weird casino that decided that it's a casino, but it's also 90% spiral staircase. And you come up here and there's this big old lady singing the song. The fat lady is singing up here. And you come up here and you light the beacon. I think it's pretty nice. Hope's light. You relight hope. The entire country lost all hope and you're over here relighting hope. Kind of reminds me of a Fallout 4 mission at this point. Go to the lighthouse, kill all the ghouls and goblins, shooting out the radiation lasers. Kinda wish it turned into a town. This would be a cool town. Have a waypoint, have people standing around doing stuff. Yeah, I like her build. I like it. Explosions plus explosions. This with the darkness bonus combined with... This one's pretty awesome. Your skeletal mages cast a little blizzard. They cast those mini blizzards. I don't know if you guys saw them. But now they're getting chilled even more so. If you're doing bonus damage to chill, which... I don't... do they have... Do you have that? I don't think you do. But... that can combo with a lot of people. I know it'll combo with the rogue. But this is ridiculous. Corpse Explosion kind of starts off in the beginning really powerful, but then it kind of peters out for some reason. I changed it to the miasma just so that it's stacking with the darkness damage. But I'm hoping that there's a legendary or unique legendary that combines with it, that makes it something special. Because I was using regular Corpse Explosion for a long time, then when I got to expert difficulty, it would take like 2 or 3 just to Corpse Explosions just to kill a regular enemy. Who are you? You just live up here now that the place is clear? I'll stand guard to make sure that the lanterns stay lit. I guess it does turn into a town, but it's not like a town. There's no one here except for like some dudes hanging outside, protecting the lighthouse, I guess. I could have sworn there were still enemies over here, were there not? Yeah, there they are. Come on, mages, hit them with the blizzards from up here. Oh, and the bridge is open now, so you don't have to go down there. Can I go down there, though? You know, it's fine. Who's that? Is that Lord? No, it wasn't. It's just a weird commercial. Get some weird commercials on YouTube these days. Anywho, I gotta get back to it. You know what? I'm probably gonna set up my Necromancer today. Find some cards that I like on the Paragon board. Get her nice and cleaned up. Maybe we'll do that this weekend. Hopefully we'll be ready to level up by then. I want to keep that tradition going. Hold on. I'm looking ghost-faced. Let me just mess with the lighting. There we go. There you go. Trick the camera, as you see. But you know what? We'll leave this one right here. Thank you all for coming out today. Thank you all future people come back to watch the old episodes. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that like button, keep on posting. See you in the next one. Y'all take it easy.